Here. Well, auto pick another one. We played Fathom last time, so and we also played Xenon last time. I really don't want to play Xenon again. Any solid state again. Okay. Match play says Star Trek.
Star Trek.
I do really enjoy Star Trek, so if I don't hear anything, we're going to Star Trek.
Come on, chat, help me out. I want to go blackout. I don't think chat's gonna help me out here.
No, I think we're going to Star Trek. And I'm up first.
Let me down.
Star Trek's fun. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I know why it let him down. Our stream crashed.
Our stream did not crash.
Yeah, it did.
Shit, man. Why? We didn't change the scene. We didn't change anything.
I think the internet fluttered.
Oh.
Yep.
Because OBS didn't crash.
No, OBS didn't crash.
Okay.
Didn't show any drop frames. We're showing a stable and up now. But it did crash enough that we lost...
We'll just turn it off and turn it back on until it works.
No, it's...
Boom, now it's going to work.
Yeah, it's all working already. Alright, well, I got to start us off on Star Trek.
I call collusion.
Collusion?
Yes, you disconnected the internet.
Well, ask him again real quick.
Blackout was supposed to be put in chat, so
ask
we
him
can go
again.
to
Do we want Star Trek or Blackout?
Well, now it's
for
too
this?
late. It's already on Star Trek. Keith did so much work, and he put it on Star Trek.
Okay, but look at the beautiful blue displays we've put in Star Trek.
The displays are beautiful.
It does look pretty cool.
It looks really nice. Sorry about going there for a little bit. That was not an OBS thing. That was a internet thing here. So we are back. Internet went down. Oh man, I'm just being taunted. I hear blackout there. Goes blackout. Figuring out them tap passes.
Okay, Clark.
Yes.
What looks good on Star Trek right now? Besides his great score.
I mean, the scores look great.
The displays?
Yes.
Yes.
They look amazing.
You know, I really do like it. You know, we do have a... wait a minute. Oh,
you can't do that.
Can't do that on there. So.
Nope, I don't have that set up.
Yeah.
We have a Texas Rangers and a Cowboys.
We had on the score, so
that way you can cheer for the Cowboys or cheer for Texas Rangers.
We'll have to remember that though. If we put this in the tournament, coming from that sign right there.
Yeah.
Wow, all the way across the shop.
I think we leave it. It's Pinball Barn. Got to play with how it is.
You can see it. You can read it, so that's good.
You just have to double take and then figure it out.
You know,
but these displays look great.
They look pretty good. You know, and everybody's got to understand. I've been working out here for 2 months now trying to get this stuff going for this thing. We're finally getting close to it. I'm tired, but I'm pumped because I'm excited about this thing ready to go. So.
Uh-oh. The B does not work. The light or the actual switch?
Switch.
Oh. So we are putting the known, what does it say on the coaster again? Get lit. We're identifying it to get lit.
Yep. Also, did you see that no bounce from right to left? Which is interesting because Valleys are normally pretty good on dead bounces.
Doesn't seem like you can dead bounce on this one.
You can. You can go the left flipper dead bounce is great. I was actually shocked to see that. I don't remember it doing that. That's gone. Yeah, I knew how that was gonna go. Oh, man. Yeah. And it worked for him. Okay. Just me, B doesn't work for. So.
We've got some quick balls going here. Nothing more exciting than when you plunge it and it gets nearly all the way to the bottom where you can have an invalid play field and let it go and replunge it. And it hits the sling and gets in the slings and go back and forth and then goes bye-bye out the out lane. So it happens.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely happens a lot on this game.
It does. He's not far from spelling Bally's.
No.
Or Bally.
Bally. And
There he goes. Nope.
He did hit the L.
The wrong L. I don't know.
It looked like the right L. It was the right L.
I think it was the left L.
We're not that advanced yet, Garrett. There's no replays on our stream.
That'll come. I promise you. Clark will have it in there.
Yeah, we need a new laptop before that. We are pushing this laptop to the max.
We are. I'm back up.
Max.
I call collusion. Bally Star Trek is there's something going on here. Someone's controlling it from elsewhere. First off, the B didn't work for me the first time, and now it's not giving me the right L.
No.
I probably misread it.
It looked right to me.
I know. That's what I was looking at. It's like, I know it's the right L. I was excited. I pointed and everything.
You know when Garrett points, it's excitement time.
Okay, but it's the funny thing. If you look on the back glass, there's a guy pointing at a sphere, just pointing at it.
Yes, he's
And
excited.
I just love it. Okay.
Well, I'm glad somebody's excited because I'm not on this one.
I don't think there's been much good play. I think this game, regardless, needs to be leveled. It's leaning a little bit.
There's a few. We moved all these back.
Yeah.
We had them set up. You know, Garrett, you were nice enough to go through and set all these things up.
That's kind of my job.
And the owner of the location, Brad, and I decided to move 4 machines to give a little more room for the 80-plus people that'll be here. And also, we have a big screen TV that's really close to these machines that we can sit and do a stream on or something like that everybody can sit and watch. So we're trying to make some room for that.
Yeah, what do you think about the stream location? Is it
Oh, I think it's fine.
good?
You know, if it makes Clark happy, then I think the rest of us will be happy.
I think this is a good spot. I like it here. That way we can have the garage door open. Not be all cooped up in here.
Yeah, we still got to find a place to put Meteor.
Can we...
We'll figure it out tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm thinking we can move this somewhere, or we can just like slide it diagonally and put it right there.
We might. I don't think it'd matter if we put it in front of the door and have the door open. So,
Yeah.
you know, as long as we had the cord out of the way, maybe put it right over to the edge. The kegerator will be outside. We'll have
How
3
many
kegs. We're gonna have 3 kegs. I'm gonna have 2 at a time.
Are we gonna have trash can keg?
We will have a trash can keg.
Trash can keg.
And you know, I guess if someone wants to, that we could actually have a keg stand later. I have passed the age of doing a keg stand. Garrett tried that. He thought it was really fun to try it, and we picked him up, and someone stuck
Up his
nose and fired the.
Yeah. Still telling that story today.
Yep.
All right, again, a missed tap pass.
So I don't know if we'll get Garrett to do a keg stand ever again, but
Keg stand, Garrett. Collier, thanks for joining us tonight. Excited to see you this weekend.
I don't think think Collar's gonna be here.
Collar's not gonna be here.
I don't think so. I don't think he was able to go. He's going to D82 in
man.
April. Well, I will say, we sold out faster than D82's Great Lakes Open. Because they didn't sell out. We sold out in 7 minutes. Now, to be fair, we take 100 less people, I think, than they do. Or, 75, 80 less people. But,
This year.
yeah. Oh, God.
I mean, every year so far, it's been getting bigger and bigger. So.
Yeah. That was a good save. Oh, that was a really good save. Got that flipper out of the way.
Needs a B.
Yeah. No, did you see? I definitely got the second L again in the saucer and did not give it to me.
I did not see that.
Okay. I'm going to have to go back and watch tape on that.
Go watch. Yes, and there's no replay right now. Not gonna ever be a replay with this computer.
No, this computer doesn't have the horsepower for it.
Don't got much left juice in the tank.
There's a
Nice,
collect bonus. Not a huge one, but, 17K is still nice. And he gets a free plunge back up top. Full plunge should get him the B lane. Let's see if he goes for that. Nope. Let me scoot over. I lean over and I'm like half my face is on the camera, and it's
Yeah.
kind of like, yeah.
I'm a-
All right, Clark, you're the last hope, or we're done. We'll play one extra modern if I end up winning, just so we can have it. Okay. I'll see what match play says. Jeez. I think it's chunky. Yeah, I know. Big old phone. Clark could really easily catch me here, though. And this is not. I mean, it's not a bad score by any means. 173. Nope. I won. A match with high score. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay. So we will play one more modern just to round it out with 6 total rounds. We have Jurassic Park, AC/DC, Twilight Zone, Medieval Madness, Tales of Arabian Nights, Theater of Magic, but I'm not playing Theater of Magic, and Godzilla. We've already played Dracula, so we won't do that one again. If anyone has a preference, let us know. I'm leaning to. I really would like to play a Jurassic Park. That sounds like fun. But I'm also gonna just see what. Let's see what match play tells us we want to play. What does match play want us to play? Oh, everyone wants Jurassic Park, so Clark, let's go there. Knights of Notion, thank you for the cheer. Appreciate it. Yeah, everyone wants Jurassic Park. That sounds like fun then. Oh God, I am so sorry that y'all have to watch Clark pole dance on our rig. Jurassic Park. Okay, I'm still gonna put this in though, so we can get a player order. And let's see, old man's up first. Jurassic Park is what everyone requested. Yeah, I'd like to thank Mr. Ken Kemp for this machine. The reason we have it. Ken is well known that Ken hates Jurassic Park. He bought one to learn it. When he was done with it, he wanted to buy a Jaws. He's nice enough to sell it to us. Okay. Let's see what we can do on this thing. Fun little game. Okay, I'm gonna leave y'all in the hands of Clark for a little bit. I know that's dangerous, but I'm gonna step out for a second.
Man, I'm just having a good time. Dangerous. You don't like to spin around with the rig? I had a good time. So if y'all had a good time, great. If not, well, yeah, let's go away. Alright, so we got Keith coming up. Newest game to his collection. I got what Garrett.
Okay. This is Jurassic Park. I made it hard, but not as brutal as it could have been. I still left 3-second of ball save on, which is more than we're used to.
And I just messed up.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
But the post rubbers are removed. Tilt's tight, but not. I wouldn't necessarily call. I'd
You
call
can
this one
play it.
tournament tight.
Yeah, you can play it.
It's not. It's not like our Godzilla that's gonna just be evil. It's tight, but this one's got some other things like you really can't backhand the Raptor locks, which is interesting.
You can if you roll it out on the flipper, but the timing is a little weird.
It's the Raptor all day strat, which I know that's more of a pro than a premium thing. Doesn't work on this one very well. It's an interesting dynamic.
It is. You know, and my strategy on this one is once you open it up, shoot it with the right flipper. Once you lock the ball,
then
you can backhand the
then you
tar
can
out of it. Yeah.
beat it up.
Mm-hmm.
And I need some revenge on this game. In our Free Play Monday, I had a 3 million point game
Oh, gosh.
on Jurassic Park. It was awful.
You know, most people can plunge better than 3 million.
I know. Well, not on this game because the ball just goes to your flipper.
Not a very good T-Rex multi-ball.
Oh, he tilted and burned his escape.
Wow.
Ouch.
Ouch is
Don't
right.
do that.
Ouch. Oh, you actually got some points.
Saying I was ugly, saying just talking shit all night.
You're not ugly.
Just talking shit.
You know, it's about what's in here, Clark. It's not. Oh man. You know, just because you scare a buffalo if it came up to you, I don't know.
I would scare a buffalo.
Oh gosh. You know, we've had some late nights. No excuse, but we have a good time. I'm looking forward to everybody showing up here and playing some good pinball.
We're working tough on these games. They're playing well.
Let's hope they keep playing well for the next couple of days.
Now, do you feel more or about the same confidence level as last year?
I'm
games?
more confident this year.
Okay.
And the main reason that is we had 4 machines in the league and 2 machines in the women's tournament. So that took 6 out of what we could use. And we only had 22 or 23 machines.
Yep.
We got 28 this year. And we don't have those 6 that are dedicated on the side. So if something does fail, it's not just an emergency to fix it.
You have more of a backup.
You're right. You know, if something goes down, it might stay down for a little while.
But the machines itself Were there some last year that you're like, I don't know about that?
We
Because
have.
these have been out here a lot longer than last year.
I have been working on them longer this year. We do have 3 or 4 machines that are new to us that have been in storage for a while, and I got them all going, but I still haven't learned the nuances of them and stuff. So they could do something. We'll see. Just kind of like
We had a spinner
blackout.
issue.
Had a spinning issue on it. So
All right, Casson. Yeah, I have no idea why we're not getting playfield audio. I don't know.
We are.
I don't think
What are
it's
you talking
going
about?
through the stream.
Well, is it because of this?
Shouldn't it be?
Oh, well, I don't know then. Oh man. So can y'all hear the playfield at all, by chance? Just let us know in the chat.
I really don't think so.
'Cause I can't.
I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with it.
No, they cannot. Okay.
See, I'll get it fixed tomorrow. I got so much time tomorrow.
Yep.
I'm gonna break everything.
Please don't. Just the flippers
I think they're just picking it up from us.
from the mics. That
Yeah.
makes sense because they're pretty. You can hear them pretty well.
Yeah.
No, you get some nice flipper background noise then. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. That's probably not the most enjoyable thing ever. Yeah, I agree. I have feelings for the mics. 'Cause it's pretty loud over here for us. Now the player cam and the
Nice combo.
score cam seem to be pretty in sync. Our player cam seem to be way behind, or the playfield cam seems to be way behind them.
Okay.
Yeah, notice?
Yeah.
Because his reaction and the what I saw on the score cam matched pretty well.
So that's one thing that I wanted to do, because when you first turn them on, they look relatively in sync, but then after a while they get played and they get a little hot and they figure it out. So after we finish this stream tonight, I am going to make the adjustment, get them all in sync, and then hopefully we'll be good for tomorrow.
Yeah, he's nearly spilled chaos. There's chaos. Oh,
We started.
there's chaos. Okay.
So during Chaos Multi-Ball, what are you're trying to... You have the red lights and you got the green lights. No, you just have the red lights, right?
Yeah, so you'll hit switches and jackpots, and then you basically it'll advance towards spelling chaos when you hit the super jackpot at the amber target. And every time you hit that, you get, I believe, the super jackpot is the total of all the jackpots you got previously for that stage.
Ooh, that's a big super.
And it builds up until you finish spelling out chaos. And once you do that, you get a double super jackpot that's worth the value, I believe, of all your supers or something along those lines.
So what's the red shots?
Those are your regular jackpots.
Okay. But that's not spelling chaos again, is it?
No, because so for your chaos letter jackpot, you got to hit the target, the amber target. So these are his regular jackpots. So now he's got to hit the target to advance this one.
Oh, I see.
And that'll relight all his jackpots as well.
Gotcha. So it's kind of like the Avengers Thor multi-ball, where you had to
Yeah, to
hit
an
a
extent,
jackpot, hit the target, or captive
Yeah.
ball, jackpot, target.
Yeah. Ooh, good rapid lock.
Yeah.
One thing I will say about this one, not using the upper flipper results in the ball going into the slings. Because our
System
flipper...
malfunction.
Nice. So you will see lots of people shooting at the tower with that upper flipper, because that is the only safe feed. And you do need to use it. Alright, Clark, go tear it up.
Yes, sir. Not talking shit about me.
Yeah. There you go. Has there been a skill shot made yet? This is embarrassing. See where he goes here. Very nice.
Hey, I hit the ball this time.
You did. You spelled chaos.
That's one of my first things I do. I don't know why I like to do that.
As long as you can find that right loop, it's not that big of a deal. It's just that right loop can be hard to find sometimes.
My problem is hitting the C.
The C? Really?
You know, it's really not hard, but I cannot get it in that little space for some reason. Sometimes I get on the first shot. Other times I'll take 5 or 6 shots. And as you know, if you're hitting around that thing, it's dangerous.
Yep.
You got to hit it. So
he's going for just in the paddock immediately. Let's see if he does it.
I thought it went in there, but
close.
it didn't.
Got his O. That was
There
wild.
he goes. He's on his way now.
All right, Chaos is ready.
Now, I would go ahead and get in the control room before it starts chaos.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if you heard, there was a nice little Easter egg.
No,
The announcer said, shoot the underworld.
The underworld.
Yeah. I'm assuming you know what that's a reference for. Iron Maiden, that's how you start modes.
Oh.
Yep. And it started chaos when it went in the pops.
The underworld.
Yeah.
So is there a... I don't know if I've done that before. Have you done it?
I mean, you can't shoot it on this game because it doesn't exist on this game.
That's what I'm saying.
He's just said it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's, I heard it last time, too.
Gotcha.
It's an Easter egg for Iron Maiden.
Yes, okay. It's been a long day.
Yeah.
I was thinking that you were talking not theoretically, but real.
No,
in
it's
the
what
game.
he said, yeah.
Yes. He said it. It's a reference.
Yep.
Yep, gotcha. Okay.
That's a little reference.
Yeah, gotcha.
I like Easter eggs like that. So Clark is getting good spinner value. This spinner spins like crazy, so you can actually hit the shots to build your spinner value. You don't see that as much in some of the other Jurassic Parks I play, but it's valuable in this one.
It does spin. A lot of time, it's hard to get a good hit on it.
Sometimes.
You know, if you
From
do,
the right flipper, not so bad. Left flipper, yes.
Mhm.
Got a pretty good rescue streak going right now. And he got his ball added from
It's looking good right
pop
now.
bumpers. Very nice. Took a warning? I still don't see what he took a warning for.
We might have to put one game on Godzilla to see what you think on
Okay.
the tilt, or you play it or something like that. It's not bad. It's about like the one at the Polar Plunge.
Okay. That's what I was going for.
So it's really not bad.
Yeah,
It's
Clark-
just weird because you can go and nothing happened, and then all of a sudden just
yeah.
have to
Well,
flip it, it
his
will too.
isn't quite centered, if I remember
Right,
correctly.
I think
so,
that's
which
it.
there's only so much I can do about that.
Yep.
Another smart missile. Oh, Raptor. If he
Raptor,
can hit it, let's see if he hits it.
Absolutely, all day long
Nope.
if you can hit it. Maybe one more. Nope, it's
Nope.
over.
And another paddock. Another paddock with a T-Rex mode. Whew.
I like this T-Rex mode. Yeah, one shot to the truck, another shot to the truck. And this is the only T-Rex mode that has single ball play. Is that correct?
Nope.
There's two.
There's
of them?
only one that has multi-ball,
Oh, okay. Well, I'm wrong then.
to my knowledge.
You're probably right because you're more knowledgeable than I am.
All right, that's not a bad ball from Clark there.
Good job, Clark. Clarkus. Now, you know that's not going to hold up. You're going to have to add to it.
Nah, it's fine. I'm going visitor centers, baby. Visitor center. Only been there twice.
You know, after Jamie comes and looks at this stuff, he's going to be impressed. Not really, but it's way more than we've ever had. And
Hey, he's gonna be impressed by the simplicity.
I like this. Now, these are for the headphones, so
Yes.
we can adjust our own volumes.
Yes.
Awesome. And how about over here on this
Just
mixer?
don't touch it.
Leave that mixer
Don't
alone.
touch it.
Gotcha. So when Garrett says, Clark, do not touch it, don't change anything.
Okay, I might touch it.
Joking.
I get to touch it.
No,
You don't get to touch it.
I agree. I still would like to learn a few things on the computer to be able to help throw in match play and,
Yeah.
and things like that. This other stuff, this would be handy. In fact, it might be better, instead of having to. I mean, we've gotten used to turning the mics off and on the.
Yeah.
This will not turn the mic off, though. This will only turn off the.
Correct.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Now we can turn the mics off with that, but with these headphones,
No,
it's
it's
easier
fine.
just to do that.
Sorry,
if we have
everybody.
actual headphones, we can
I'm
do
learning here, and they've got some new equipment. We'll talk about this. You can't see this, so
It's,
I'm just throwing this out there.
it's 12:30 at night. If they're watching pinball, they can.
No, we got
they
six
can hear us
watching,
banter.
so let them watch some
All right,
pinball.
we got some multi-ball
Let's
going
go.
on.
He started the TX multi-ball, and Garrett informed me. There's 4 of them, 4 T-Rex modes, and only this is the one that has multi-ball.
Okay.
As far as I know, it's what he said. So I'll take his word
Can you
for it.
restart the T-Rex modes? Like if you complete all 4
You know
of them?
that I don't know. Do not know that.
He is correct. I assume that's me.
No, that's Garrett.
Oh,
Yeah, Garrett is correct.
he's correct. I want to be correct.
Thank you, Brooklyn. Yes, I do believe that is correct also. Out of the 4 modes, there's only one with multi-ball.
So right now we are going for the rescues.
And when I'm saying 4 modes, the T-Rex modes.
T-Rex.
Start the control room.
Well, thank you.
Thank you,
King of
Knights
Notion.
of Notion.
Notion.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
We got some cheers going on.
We do. You know,
pretty cool.
I have a feeling though, maybe not tomorrow night, but I don't know if we'll stream tomorrow night. We might. We'll see. But Friday
we
and
will.
we ought to. We might as
we
well.
will.
Friday and Saturday, and especially Sunday with the finals. We've got some big players here. You know.
Now, what would be really cool, I don't know if we can rig this up in time, but if you have a piece of wood, we can put it on top of our streaming rig
Okay.
and make it a full T, because the games will be right next to each other.
Okay. So you could do 2.
We could have 2 playfields.
We could do it. I guess you could flip between the 2 if something going on. You can flip.
Or you can just have both of them up on stream at the same time.
Okay.
I don't know, just a thought.
I'm sure we could figure out something.
Be kind of cool.
Okay. Let's see.
Just watch the weight of the 2x4. See?
Knights of Notion, we'll definitely do that. We'll put we'll post it on Facebook. We have the DFW Pinball League, basically that we will post all the stuff on.
Okay.
And then
We're really bad at doing that.
wow, so you're over. Are you in Italy, Kings of Notion? I'm assuming you are. But we will actually, and I tell you what, we'll do a few things. We'll post it out. We'll put we'll put our stream up, and the easy way to do this, if you will follow us and turn on notifications when we start streaming. We're going to stream, I think, tomorrow night, all day Friday, all day Saturday, and then stream for the finals on Sunday. Every time that we
He's
come,
talking about Red Baron.
yeah, there you go. Every time we start streaming, it will notify you that we're live. That would be the best way, but we will go ahead and post that, so you'll have a link to us. But Carpool Pinball.
Now he's saying he's seen us play some Red Baron at my place.
Ah,
That game is a crazy old EM. Did not bring it up for the Abilene Showdown. It's not very stable, or I'm not happy with it yet.
He was
thought
really
about it.
contemplating and bringing it up. Red Baron,
really
it's
was.
a really neat game. The spinners, which are
No,
the
they're
wing
floppers.
flaps, they're floppers instead of
Floppers.
spinners.
They don't spin.
They don't. They just rock back and forth. But I think they're one of the coolest things out there. Yeah, Knights of Notion. Tell Clark here not to get rid of his Red Baron.
No, so lubing doesn't help. Those spinners weigh a pound each, and so I mean you might get a spin out of it, but it's just so heavy. It's an old Chicago coin game, and they used what they had. I mean that's kind of the carpool way of just using what you have to get things going. So yeah, they do not spin. Buy new parts for. You could, but that would ruin. Now, so the cool thing about Red Baron is that toy, the biplane in the middle. The spinners are so. I don't know if I would want to change the spinners of it. I mean floppers. That would be cool though. I was thinking about the old Gottlieb spinners, the plastic ones that really suck. It's on Sinbad and Eye of the Tiger. Changing those out with nicer spinners. What are your thoughts? I want to hear your thoughts on it, Keith.
On the spinner?
Yeah, modifying Sinbad's spinner to a better spinner.
You know, Gottlieb's plastic spinners are the absolute worst.
Yes.
I don't know if you could. I guess you could modify it. Now, this is the stuff right here. I'm going to put it up here. Let everybody see. Let it focus. I don't know if it'll focus. This is the best spinner lube you can have. And I don't know if y'all can read that. It's a super lube. And you put that on your spinners, and it will guaranteed. It's like Viagra.
Man,
it will light
You're
them
really
up.
shilling out some
Yeah.
super spinners.
So yes.
Oh, Mando LA, that's nice. And a Dolly tomorrow. Very cool games. Dollies are. I've heard dollies are kind of hard to find these days.
They are. Dolly was a donor machine for many years. No one wanted one, and now there's not many around. And Dolly is.
What brand of lube is that?
It is super. Yeah, I can't see without my glasses, Clark.
Says Super Lube, multi-use synthetic oil with silicone.
You can get it on
Super Lube.
on Amazon. You can actually pick it up at Home Depot and Lowe's. It's about $6 or $7 a tube,
Yeah, I don't see
and it works great. I put a little bit on both sides where the spinners contact the metal holder, and then I put a little bit where the little shaft is that goes up and down, and it will definitely
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a drop.
Just a little
Just
bit.
takes a drop on each one. And I've had this now for, I guess, over a year, and I probably haven't used a quarter of it. And we have 28 machines here and a lot of spinners.
A lot of spinners.
Yep.
And they're lubed up.
And I can't take credit for it. Robert Byers out of Austin.
What's this section at Lowe's or Home Depot? He needs the
The
specific
section.
row and column.
Can we pull that up, and can we put a link to the Super Lube? Now,
Put an affiliate link.
now, everybody, to be fair, guys, this is for pinball machines. We're sitting here talking about Super Lube, and Garrett's already putting a heck of a game up. So,
Oh, boy.
so anyhow,
Garrett left Keith and I alone on the street.
So I come back and the old man's talking about what brand of lube he likes, and
Like your loop. Oh,
like your lube tube. Oh my god.
see, taking Dolly as a parts game or as a base game to make another one.
Dolly's a great game to turn into a homebrew. Although there's been so many Dollies turned into homebrews that Dolly's worth a lot of money now.
Oh, the cat on Frontier.
Bam. Kitty cat. Cat at Frontier?
Yeah, the kitty cat.
Yeah.
That's not
Uh-oh.
gonna work.
Nope.
All right, ball 3. Can't let Garrett beat us last game.
You're going to let me win 4? I'm sorry, cat meow. Yeah. Well, we got our cat right here. So that is our topper on Frontier, actually. So for the Abilene Showdown last year, everyone thought that was really cool that we had a. Oh, and here comes the inspiration for it. Yeah. So. Yeah, a little bobcat. Yeah, that is our topper for Frontier.
the topper, our mascot.
Yep, and
A lot of history on this cat.
yeah. So awesome you're doing a homebrew on that Knights of Notion though. Really cool. Yeah, we had lots of people commenting on the topper for Frontier last year, so we decided to make it our mascot for this year and put it in the logo. Okay, let's see if I can do something on here.
All right. Let's see what Clark does not realize that we've already showed everybody the kitty cat. He's going to go get it again. He's proud of the cat. There he is. All right. Gonna stroke my pussy a little bit, so. Oh. Uh-oh. I think we're gonna play one more game and then call it a night. We need to test out Godzilla because we have the tilt maybe a little too sensitive. And if y'all want to see that, let's watch one more game on Godzilla. We'll call it a. Well, all right. We have some time. Would everybody like to see a Godzilla or a Blackout? We have Clark would really like to play Blackout. Do y'all have any preference on that? Because we can do both. We can do a Blackout real quick and then go over to Godzilla, if that sounds good to y'all. All right, let's go to Blackout. Let's do that. All right, Knights of Ocean, appreciate it. Go into blackout. And hey, Knights and Ocean, thank you for the 10 times cheer. 10 times cheer.
I was gonna use the same rounds for this.
Oh, that'll be good.
Just shuffle like on forward. That way I don't have to.
You do whatever you need to do.
Can you put the match play on blackout for me?
Okay, so I need to go Control Alt,
Alt tab.
Alt Tab, right there.
And just change this up here.
So go here and click there and go down to blackout right there. Did that do it?
Should.
That's what I need to learn how to do.
And if it doesn't work, what you do is you just come up here and hit refresh.
Okay,
Fix it.
gotcha.
Perfect.
Nice. You know, this blackout is a work in progress also. We picked it up out of Houston, Texas, about, I guess, a month ago. And it is completely working. We got a couple lights out. I believe the green light is not working, and then one light on the center drop targets is not working right now. But everything else seems to be working fine. And it is just a really neat game for older Williams. The thing I really like about it, and a lot of people have not got to play it, I don't think, but there is one Williams game that was out here that has really the same layout. And I'm going to hold off from telling you what that game is and see if someone can guess it. If anybody here
Ooh,
is
pick
from,
me, pick me.
pick you. I know you know what it is. But it has really the same layout that Blackout has. Pretty much, it's the rule set's of course different, but it's all set up about the same. They didn't make many of them. So if anybody's on tonight that might know what it is, then we'll give you a big shout out or something. I don't know what we'll do. Warlock, there you go. Hallwork, that's it. Exactly. Warlock is the game. And it's a great game.
I believe you're up.
Already?
Yes.
Holy cow.
Yeah. Choking.
Yeah, that was a great ball.
Torpedo Alley. Never heard of that game.
Torpedo Alley, yeah.
So Knights of an Ocean has this game too.
Awesome. I can see the similarity to 8 Ball Deluxe, especially on the left side. That geometry is very similar. Right side's a bit different, although you do still have that same top shot, just in a kind of different location. Yeah, we'll need to put something on this because this is such a brutal right lean to it.
Yeah, did you see my ball kind of just like drift over?
Yeah.
That was wild.
Honestly, I think tomorrow, with since they moved the machines, I'm just going to go through and re-level everything,
Yep.
I think. Just verify. You know, it was just a couple hours of work, you know, last 2 weekends ago. And no big deal. It is a fun game, Knights of Ocean. And we just recently acquired this one. Got it from the vaults of the Game Preserve down in Houston. So yeah, we're getting Blackout. I've probably put 4 games on this thing since we've had it. But for getting Blackout, to my knowledge, you got to get the green targets, the red targets, and the orange targets, and that will get your Blackout on the saucer, if I remember correct. Golly, that sucker's slicing way across the playfield. Another thing is, we were talking about Super Lube earlier. These spinners are lubed up and spin like crazy, so if you can get them lit, is extremely valuable. And that's notion. If I get any of the rules wrong on this, please feel free to correct me. Like I said, I've probably put 4 games on it, but spinners are extremely valuable. Yes, multiplier is super important. Multiplier carries between balls, if I remember correctly, on this game. Whew. Yep. Pretty good ball.
No, I agree with you there. Not to notion, it's really neat. Getting the condition yellow, green, red, and then moving over to blackout. Uh, it's really for an 80 model game, a really neat game.
Blackout. Draining left side. That's an interesting drain, Garrett. I don't know what you were doing, but well, with the really brutal right lane, that's a interesting drain.
So I'm gonna be honest. I keep hearing how much y'all like this game.
I like
It has not grown on me at all.
so.
I'm-
Well, Flipper. Imagine Flipper's a little bit more powerful. The playfield not as warped. Okay. Okay.
I'm not saying it's a bad game by any means. It's just, no, it's fine. I'm just gonna get more time on it. Yeah, keep it from the outlanes. Yeah. As in most classic Williams, not having a rubber on top of the outlanes or a post of any type to bounce off of, if it goes to the outlanes, you're pretty much done. So the idea is to keep it, if it goes over there, bounce it away from the out lane itself. If it's on the sling, bounce on the sling, anything over there. Get it towards the flippers. Yep. I will say, I did find the dead bounce for a old Williams was actually pretty solid on this one.
It seemed to work pretty well on this
Yeah,
one.
which a lot of old Williams do not dead bounce very well. That's death.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
he
you
nearly
really got
pulled
that
it out.
back.
Nearly pulled
Hey,
it
this
out.
doesn't have a tilt ball right now, does it? It's going
I'm
to.
not gonna-
It's going to before
Yeah,
the tournament,
it's
but it doesn't
going
have
to
one
the
right
tur-
now.
It does not right now.
Yeah.
So you can put a little shake to it. Black Hole, it's a different game. Uh, Parts of it you really like. The thing that I don't care for on it, and some parts of it is actually not a bad deal, but you go down to the lower playfield, and if you don't have your gate open when you drain there, it's gone. So that does make Black Hole a little bit different. And I think it's since the name Black Hole. You put it down there and it's going to the black hole. It is cruel. It is a cruel game. I've never put really great games up on it. Yes, the blackout has some really neat sounds. It reminds me of the days I grew up, in the I want to say 70s and 80s when arcade games just got started, along with the pinball machines, and there's a lot of sounds there that was from Williams,
Yep.
incorporated in the arcade games and the pinball machines. They are neat sounds.
All right, Keith. We already both beat Garrett. Garrett's favorite game? Man. I was thinking tomorrow, if we have time, screw another piece of wood on top of our rig. Have a tea. We have Sinbad and Eye of the Tiger. Garrett just said no.
No modifications with
Says
the rig.
no.
I think this game, we level it. And I like the angle we have on it right now. Brutal angle. Very fast. But level it. It'll be pretty fun.
The ball, you just see it just moving.
Yeah.
Oh, almost had it.
This is a fantastic game for dollar games. Our go-to here from our collection is Sinbad for dollar games.
Star Trek too.
Star Trek's also very good for it, but that's more of a recent addition. Hey, got his red.
I don't know. What about Masquerade? No, Masquerade.
Masquerade would be great for dollar games.
Might be a lot of dollar games.
Yep.
Especially tomorrow. Tomorrow I feel like is gonna be a party.
Oh yeah, tomorrow's the party day.
Tomorrow's the party day.
Party day. It's the warm-up day. There's the unsanctioned tournament, and yeah, it'll just be
A
fun.
lot of party games.
Yep.
Dollar games.
Okay, so let's see. He's sitting at 45-ish thousand in bonus. Ooh.
And there we go.
There you go. Yep. Oh. Ooh.
Yeah, it's a miracle if it goes in the right
Yeah.
end line.
So right now he has you in bonus if he doesn't tilt.
But Keith is known to tilt and lose. So
He is known to tilt and moves.
call it the Keith.
Bad cats. Oh god. So we are in Texas. This tournament's gonna be held in Abilene, Texas. Hence the Abilene Showdown. I knew Miss Amethyst was talking about bad cats. Yeah, I agree. I have no clue what anyone was thinking when they made that game. I would assume it had something to do with drugs in the 80s, but that's my guess. Yeah, no, he's having a fantastic ball. But yeah, he's got it easy in bonus.
Just got condition red.
The nearest big city is Abilene. So we're 3 hours west of DFW, Dallas-Fort Worth.
You have Lubbock.
Yeah, Abilene's almost the same size as Lubbock.
Yeah.
And Lubbock's 200,000, Abilene's 100,000, so I guess not completely the same, but Abilene's metropolitan area is 150, and Lubbock's metropolitan area is still 200,000.
I like Abilene a lot better than
Yeah, Lubbock is awful.
Lubbock.
Airport? Well, I mean, we got our own airport, yeah. Abilene Regional.
I guess Keith is.
Yeah, but
wants to
Dallas-Fort
play a
Worth is
specific
the-
game,
Yeah, he wants to play Godzilla.
and we are going to Godzilla.
Which I guess means I start because I'm just shuffling everything forward. Let me go over there.
Play well. Godzilla. my goodness, so many achievements. Wow. Is it a glitch? Seems glitchy. What's going on? Texas is big. Man, Knights of Notion, I thought you were from somewhere in the U.S. It keeps on bringing up Spain. Something's going on with Spain. I think Knights of Notion wants to live in Spain.
I
Or
think
Italy. He does.
Well, yeah, if you haven't touched a pen since 2020, you need to get back on some pens. That's a long time to be away from it. Yeah, Texas is a big place. So not to know you're in Washington State. Okay. Some pretty good pinball players up in Washington
Oh
State.
my God.
Pretty good pinball players.
I believe they're the second biggest state for pinball.
I think so. Well, you know what? I tell you what. Anytime you're welcome to come here and play pinball with us.
Yeah.
We'd love to have you.
And if you want to come for an event here in Texas, event I recommend is the Space City Open. It's the Houston Arcade Expo.
Absolutely.
Houston has probably the biggest scene of pinball in Texas, I would say, right now.
It's not the largest points, but it's the most fun. Yes.
Yeah.
It's by far the best tournament, the best party atmosphere that you can have. So.
Yep. But go down to Houston for the Space City Open. Visit the Wormhole, which if you haven't heard of their stream, which I don't know how you found us and you haven't heard of the Wormhole. But if you haven't seen them, they got a private collection that is just beautiful. Tons of fun.
It's Space City Open.
Mm-hmm.
In Houston, Texas, it's in...
Yeah, the tournament is called the Space City Open.
Yes.
The expo is the Houston Arcade Expo.
It's the first weekend in November, usually.
I believe they're moving it this year slightly.
They might be,
so.
but it's right around November. Yeah, if you watch the Wormhole,
Yeah, they'll announce
you're good. You'll know exactly.
That is the event in Texas to go to. It's a big party, a lot of fun. TPF is good, but it's very crowded. It's very
Commercialized.
Commercialized kind of corporate feeling. Space City Open and the Houston Arcade Expo it's a big party. Everyone's hanging out, having fun.
Yeah, if you watched the Wormhole stream there last year, especially during the finals, it was awesome. They cranked the machines up as loud as they'd go, and it was awesome. Yep. And yes, District 82, if you haven't gone, definitely go. We will be up there in 2 weeks. Garrett will be playing for the Nationals or the North American
Championship.
American,
Max.
And then we have the Pin Masters that we will be playing in up there.
Yep.
So we'll be there. If you can get up there and do it, love to see you.
District 82 also tons of fun. I mean, it's the mecca of competitive pinball. Like it is the focal point of competitive pinball. Probably.
It's getting late. I'm getting weird.
So where we're at, we are once a year. So this is actually not our barn. It's our buddy Brad Wicker's place. He lets us set up. All of our pinballs are in storage, and we set them up. So far, this is the second time we've done this. set them up once a year for the Abilene Showdown, and yeah, have a blast. Have a bunch of tournaments. There's 4 tournaments that'll be coming up this weekend. Now 5 if you count the unsanctioned tournament tomorrow. Golly. Would love to do more of these down here. It's all these machines are in storage for 9 months out of the year.
And Brad's letting us use the shop.
Now Brad does keep
The
pretty machines out. So like Godzilla and Jurassic Park will stay out. Basically everything on the modern wall stays out.
Yes. So last year we had about 56 in the tournament. 52. 52 in the tournament. This year we have 80. So quite a big jump. I'm excited to see how many will be in next year, Keith.
Well, we're pretty much limited to around 80. What we did is we figured out after last year, put it together, we pretty much copied District 82 on a lot of their formats and figured we could do it here. We put it together and we didn't have a clue who would show up. And we did it, and there were 52 people that showed up.
Wasn't really much advertising
There
either.
was no advertisement really, so it worked. This year we capped it at 80, and it was a $65 ticket to get in. And of course, what we're doing is we're going to pay some cash out on the main tournament. I am going to feed everybody Saturday. Plus, we have 3 kegs of beer. One of them is one is Miller Lite. The other 2 are craft beers. So anyhow, we have that, and to let you know, those 80 tickets sold out in 7 minutes. So we figured out a way to get people to come. You feed them, you give them pinball, you give them something to drink, and they'll be here.
So he's doing the jet fighter the easy way.
Yes.
I was doing it the fun way. Just getting all them shots. See you
Frisco,
tomorrow.
we'll see you tomorrow. Be safe on your travels.
You getting here early, Frisco pinball? Or, what's the game plan?
Just, I know we said open at 6. If you get here early, just holler at us or come on out. We'll be here. Well, have a safe trip. Yeah, it's not bad. It's from you, if you're in Frisco right now or going to be leaving Frisco, it's 3-hour drive or so.
Traffic though after work.
That could be. If your work ends at noon, then it's a whole different ball game. But if it ends at 4 or 5 o'clock, it's going to take you a little time to get
If your
across.
work ends at noon, that means you probably have a night shift, and that is a different ball game.
Yeah.
Oh man, I worked night shift one time.
Hey,
I was like, I'm done with this.
Yeah, good for you, Frisco. Just be safe coming in. Come in, we'll have a great time. Yeah, screw the traffic. I don't blame you. I lived there for a long time, and that traffic can be rough.
So I'm curious, did he miss it? Let's see how. All right, so he's trying to get that drop catch out of that scoop. And not finding it. Oh my goodness! How did that not go
That was.
outline?
He knows.
It went up, it turned around, and then that was weird looking.
Frisco, we're going to have Texas folks all over the state. We have people from Kansas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, and Arkansas, from what I can remember by looking at the names on the list.
That was the nicest feed out of that tower I've
It
ever
was.
seen.
Well, this is a modified tower.
Okay. Normally it just throws it straight down, but that came right to the left.
When you get up there, look at it. We've modified it. It's a mod, and it feeds the balls up to the left.
Okay. I like that.
The original one, this takes all 3 of them and shoves them right down the middle.
Yeah, which is fine when you have a ball save.
Yes.
And that's the only time that it does when you have a ball save. It throws it down the middle like that. But it's just kind of frustrating. It's like I don't know. You don't want the ball to drain, but
No.
I'd rather
Well,
let it drain.
what if you played pinball that you wanted the ball to drain, unless it was Sega or something like that?
When you complete a James Bond multi-ball, and you complete James Bond
Well,
multi-ball,
that's
you're like,
different.
the ball can drain
Yeah.
now. I am done with this mode.
Rocky and Bullwinkle. Do you want to play it or you want it to drain? No. Oh.
Y'all got that Scooby-Doo table in there from Spooky. It looks like an incredible piece. I have to find it somewhere and try it. See, I'm a sucker for the theme. I know you and Garrett aren't a big fan of the table. The thing that bothers me is that it's a wide body for no reason. It doesn't need to be a wide body.
It's not a bad game. It's just I don't know. I can't say. I haven't played it enough to give it a good, honest opinion. There's some around in the DFW area that we have played. Out here, we do not have a Scooby-Doo table.
Scooby-Doo. I'm a sucker for the theme.
Yeah,
I love all the call-outs.
Clark might.
It's good old.
He could be one that might own it. I will probably never own one,
I
but
don't want to own one.
I won't say never, because you never know. If you get a good deal, then
I'm
it could come up. So we'll let Clark get in there and see if he can do something. Tilt seems to be fine, don't you think? Okay. Yeah, I bet being in Nashville, it is different. And I was watching.
They got some good stuff up there.
There is. What do you remember the name of that place? I was watching the stream, and you probably.
I don't, but I believe they're the guys who do the obstacles. I believe he's
Yes,
the guy
he's
who invented it.
he's
Yep.
there. Yes. Yep.
I mean, his last name's Yop,
Yep.
or something along those lines.
Yep. He's there. I was watching. Now he just had. I didn't see what he was, if he shook it much, but
It's tight, but it's not that bad.
no, it's fine.
I've played Godzilla's.
It just gave us an excuse to play it.
It's still a great game. I love playing
Oh,
this
it's a
thing.
great game. Does it play much different than yours?
Yes. This has a very, very, very slight left lean, where mine has a very, very slight right lean. So I was doing some moves to try and get the ball to stay on the flipper, and not realizing that it was going to stay on the flipper regardless, and then the opposite.
Wow, you're just new back into pinball.
That is awesome.
We're glad to have you back. It is. I've been playing pinball since I was a little kid, and you look at me on the screen and you say, "This is an old fart," So, been playing pinball a long time.
No, and I mean, it's been incredible how it's come back in the last
It has.
10 years or so.
There's been a huge resurgence. A lot of people are making machines now. A lot of good games.
Yeah.
One that didn't really surprise me, but one I really like, by a new company, Barrels of Fun.
Yep.
Labyrinth, great game, solid built machine, and one that I wouldn't mind having in my collection one of these days.
We do know those guys as well.
We do.
And we did try a little bit. See, like, hey, y'all want to come demo with Labyrinth down here while we're doing this?
I'm not trying to sell their stuff, but I
It's
believe
fun.
in their
It's
stuff.
fun.
It's a good game.
No.
Now, is it a Godzilla? No,
No.
but it's a great
I
game.
wouldn't expect it to be a Godzilla. And I honestly, other than Infinity Quest, all the L1 games are better. And I'm just not a big fan of Avengers. I don't care for the theme. But
Well, in all honesty, Iron Maiden should be above Medieval, and I own a Medieval.
yeah,
If that says anything.
yeah.
The
Medieval is very fun. Attack from Mars is very fun.
they're just a little dated.
They're just a little dated, and it's the same thing as stuff like Adam's Family and things like that. It's just they're dated. And it's
Yep.
how it goes. And I'm glad we're finally to the point, 30 years after they were made, that we can finally start saying that they're dated. Because 10 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
they still felt cutting edge.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Um,
Well, that just means we're getting good pinball.
Yep. Alright, so Clark's sitting here is building multi-ball. I can hit the building directly for a single super jackpot, or can hit the wallop shot, which is the inverted building, for a double super. I don't know if you noticed, but the saucer chats doesn't work.
It's still not working.
Yeah, it won't go up.
Okay.
Yep.
So maybe my fix on the mod that our buddy Brad likes to put on them.
Yep.
I do love the way the saucer looks and stuff. Now, the mod that's messing it up is not
It's Oxford
saucer.
Destroyer
It's
down
Oxford,
there, yeah.
yes.
Yeah, this is Brad's machine. This is not one of ours.
Yeah. We do own one of these.
Mhm.
This one's considerably more fancy than ours,
Yes.
even though it's the same machine.
Yeah, there is a lot going on, Anubis, on these new ones, especially if you get stuck on a Jersey Jack. I can't tell what the heck's going on those. What you're shooting at, what you're supposed to shoot at and stuff. They got too many lights for me, which, yeah,
Yeah, you really, for an older person, I play classics, and it took me a long time to realize that you have to learn the rule set. You have to keep up with the information that the screen's telling you or the table's telling you to get a decent score. And then it doesn't even stop there, because there's a lot of ways. James Bond, Foo Fighters are two of them that I can think right off the top of my head, that there's certain ways to get extremely big points, especially Bond.
Bond especially.
Yeah.
Foo, not as much.
You still have to-
I mean, the wizard modes in Foo.
Yeah,
to
you
get
still
the
have
big
to work
points.
it
Whereas
out.
Bond, there's all sorts of ways you can get really sneakily put up 700 million in an instant. But yeah, knowing some of the new rule sets. Oh, Clark decided he wanted to show up.
Still just having a good time.
Oh, I'm having a blast. I'm not playing for pure points on this one. Having some fun with it.
Oh yeah. I don't know. You play during your fighters thing.
It started off of, let's see how many times I could do it, and then I just didn't miss it for like 15 in a row. I was like, okay, just keep going. And yeah,
I looked pretty serious then.
it felt pretty serious right there. Let's see what he takes. I have a feeling he's going to take Ebra. If not Ebra, he will take Megalon here. Megalon. He does like Megalon.
So I was told you can shats this.
You cannot.
It's not doable.
No, you cannot double saucer this one.
No double sauce.
So what we're talking about there, if you have saucer lit, pop bumper, it's just above the right in lane. If you shoot that saucer from the in lane itself, so a Shats pass, you get 2 saucers.
Nice backhand.
Okay, Anubis, big fan of the late 70s. I am also a big fan of the late 70s. See what it does? It kicks hard to the right if you Shats over there.
Yeah, you had one where it went up and then it kicked hard to the right, but it came back.
Yeah, I know, and he
It
just had the
was-
same thing.
It's so weird looking.
But news, I love the late 70s, early 80s, especially the Bally's. Bally's and Stearns. I'm not as big of a Williams fan. I do like the Williams. But, I mean, we got a Barracuda sitting right over there right now.
That was not so great train. It looked like he was trying to dead bounce and hit that metal right above the flipper.
Yeah,
and
40
died.
mil on a Whirlwind. I guess it's the Whirlwind 2. I don't know if it's got updated code or not. I've seen that little homebrew
A
update
Whirlwind
to it.
2.
Yeah, it's an updated. I've seen the updated visuals on it. I don't know if it's got more than that.
Oh. It really died there. Really died on that dead flipper bounce. That was odd. Starting it off with some dangers. Last time I visited Game Galaxy, they found a whirlwind. Ah, rough shape. It's working still. That's great. Yeah, typically when you see them older games, they're either there's a very good tech on board, but a lot of times they're at locations where games are set on free play, and they just get beaten up. Um, oh, Garrett's gonna give us a chance.
Clark, go do it, buddy. Whirlwind's a good game. It can be extremely brutal if it's not set up right. But yeah, I like Whirlwind. And it's been a long time on the Pink Panthers since I've seen one of those. You know, Whirlwind, when it came out, having the fan up there was just too cool. Because you sit there and, if you're a contact wearer, it would dry your eyes out basically when it kicked on. So, it's a really neat game. Of course, being a Pat Lawler design, Garrett said it really good the other day in the stream that he really, when he does a design, he needs a wide body or the super pin.
Yep.
Twilight Zone is a good example of it.
Yeah.
I think it's his best design, best machine. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Whirlwind is a pretty fun game. It's just I'm really used to playing on one that doesn't work real well. There's one up at the Free Play Arcades, which they do their best to keep them maintained, but that game has been a kind of a problem child for them, and it's yeah, not much fun to play in a tournament when it's half functional. All right. Getting close. I just saw always been a weather nut. Our one of our top players here in Texas, Jack Revenue.
Big old weather nut.
He's a weather nut, yeah. He absolutely loves different stuff. So that's interesting.
I love talking to people that are passionate about something.
Absolutely.
It does not matter what it is, as long as you can see the excitement they have, just talking about it. It makes whatever they have to say so much better.
Yeah. We just got raided.
We did?
Yeah, Pink Ninja, man. Thank you for the raid.
Ninja.
Thank you for the raid.
We should have a notification that pops up.
I know, I'm kind of actually wondering why it doesn't, because it's supposed to.
We get a different notification.
Yeah, I'll check that tomorrow.
Got a raider. Well, we're playing some pinball down in Abilene, Texas.
Yeah. I'm eating some peanuts, so why not?
Some peanuts.
Um,
This is the state champ of Texas, right here, Garrett Shahan.
Magneto, thank you for the follow. So that popped up like normal.
Now, we are going to have a big 2-day event coming up this weekend.
And
So
the whole
80
thing
person
is
tournament?
yeah, the whole thing is um, technically 4 days.
4 days.
Yeah,
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
it starts tomorrow. So we'll be streaming for the next 4 days. So from Thursday to Sunday.
Hey,
Hello
from
from Germany. Yeah, great to have y'all. I guess we're kind of into y'all's time slot right now. With us streaming at 1:30 in the morning, our local time here in Texas.
Keith said we weren't going to be streaming this late, and
I'm actually not real tired. I'm
he's like,
enjoying it.
I want to play Godzilla, and we're playing Godzilla.
Yep. Here he goes. HC Jin, thank you for the follow. I can't remember if I've already said that. Maybe I am more tired than I think. I'm just enjoying peanuts
I
too much.
don't believe you think HG Jin yet.
Okay.
See, I'm leaving it to you to say thank you because I mess up on names.
I know.
I can't read.
I don't know about y'all.
Garrett keeps on beating us.
I'm up for another game if y'all are. How are y'all feeling?
I think we pick an EM.
Pick an EM?
I think so. So we got Our the Tiger, Old Chicago, Masquerade.
The only one we have not streamed yet is Old Chicago.
We have not done Old Chicago.
But I would be up for an Old Chicago or a Masquerade.
Ooh. Anybody in chat that just really does want to see Masquerade or Old Chicago? So Masquerade is a Gottlieb 66 mini flipper game. It's dual flippers or fork flippers.
Or Medusa. That would be. You know what?
And we
How
got
about this? Masquerade, Medusa. That'll be it for the night. You good for that? Masquerade's gonna be fast. It's gonna take 5 minutes. Both? Both? Y'all want? Okay. You know what? Old Chicago, Masquerade, Medusa. Y'all are sending us things. Let's do it. Let's do it. We'll start on Masquerade. And Keith
people
will
want to
start.
see Masquerade.
All
See
three.
Masquerade.
Yeah, we're in no rush tomorrow, so might as well have some fun.
Leaping in.
Yeah. Okay. You're gonna start us off, and I'm gonna update match play.
Should have been updated with the points.
Well, then I have to go in and actually edit the max target value, or it won't let me start the next round. So I'm leaving it on the same game, round 6, and just moving it so I can use it to show who's up. Kind of a lazy way to do it, but you know, it works. It works. Arena.
Get away, fly. Fly. No.
This is such a crazy game.
Fly. Don't drink my. Don't get out of there. Okay.
You got him out of there straight into my mouth. Jeez. Ugh. Ugh.
Fly was a little bit on the vapors of the beer, I guess.
Yeah. I'm glad y'all could see that.
So Masquerade, you have the projector targets.
Yeah, I'll let you explain. I'll get
It
another beer.
rotates. So right here, these 5 targets, or 5 lit values, they rotate depending on hit that pop bumper, it'll rotate. So right now, this target right here, that's worth 3 points. 2, 4, and 2. Now, there's a shot multipliers right here. So right now it's 1 times. There's a 1 times, 10 times, and 100 times target value shot. You light those by spelling Masquerade up here. You can tell he needs the S. That will complete masked.
I'm going to switch to, I'll go next, and then I'll let you explain.
Okay. Once you spell masked or beauty, it'll light your 10 times shot. That 10 times shot will stay lit until you spell the other beauty part. Once you spell mask beauty completely, it will light the 100 times shot. Now that's a 1 shot only, so once you've hit a target value, it'll reset back to 1 times. So it's very important to hit that during your ball, because you can get up to 500 points by a single shot. Now with a game that rolls at 2,000, a 500 point shot is very lucrative. So as you can see, he just spelled masked. So the 10 times value is lit. So now instead of 3 points right there, that was worth 30 points. So there is also a shoot again feature, and Garrett got the shoot again. No, he did not. No, no, no. It's lit. So you can see there's a red light. I'll let Garrett explain that one to you.
Okay, yeah, he's leaving me to explain some stuff. So, the red light there gives you the option to get an extra ball if one of the target values that rotate down there is on a star. So if you hit that star target while that is going on, it'll give you an extra ball. That somehow got back through the gate. Yeah, let me update this with player orders. Yeah. Okay. So one of the things for this tournament we'll be holding is when it comes to EMs, I'm not a big fan of making EMs super tight. These are already hard enough. They're not going to play long. So you'll see the tilts are very loose on these compared to the moderns. Like Godzilla, you cannot move it nearly as much as you can move this thing. Look at that ball float. Yeah, so there is a 500-point shot on this thing, and this game rolls at 2,000.
Man's at 13 points right now.
I know.
I need to.
That is dark for some
Yeah, I want
reason.
to go.
The bell, yes, the bell chimes on these old classics or the EMs is fantastic to listen to. Clark actually has a very funny story about
Oh no.
about chimes. You have a game that has the best chimes of any game ever
You like
made.
the doorbell?
Yeah. So Chicago Coin, when they were getting ready to go out of business before Stern bought them, they started using doorbells for their chime units.
Yes.
And you own one of the games that uses that doorbell.
Red Baron has a doorbell in it. They went to the hardware store and got a doorbell. Didn't want to design a game and
Well, you know,
doorbelled it up.
doorbells are already designed. They didn't need to make a new chime for it. They can just go to and buy a cheap one and
It does stick.
it's ding dong.
I've never had a chime unit stick except my ding dong. My ding dong. Keith, why is it when me and you are sitting here?
Oh my gosh.
All right, so we just need the U. So once he hits that U, that little rollover right there, that will let his 100-time shot. Almost had it there.
And did you explain that these targets that are right, not targets, but lights here
Yes, the
are
target
the ones,
values.
okay,
Yep.
are the ones that are designated? Oop, I didn't clear it.
Oh, he did clear it, and he did get his 300. Oh, boy.
Well,
So you can see I have Mask Beauty. All.
go spell it all.
I gotta do it
all but one letter, or just do it all in the drain.
Yeah. Yeah, that is the thing on this game,
Yes.
is if you leave the 100 times point shot on the table, it is dangerous. Because your opponent will more than likely collect that. Wow, that was
That
something.
was fast.
But if you can clear it out, now whoever you're playing has to deal with the fact that they don't have.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, that's death. Yeah, doorbells. It's actually comical, if we're being honest, on Red Baron.
The
Okay.
ding dong gives me issues though.
It does. Sometimes
Sticks.
it only dongs. It doesn't
Yeah.
ding.
It don't ding and dong. There's no dong, it's ding.
That game is fun though. recall playing Red Baron skydiving without a parachute.
All right, Garrett. Go spell Mask Beauty for me, please. Man. So when I got this game, the pop bumper caps, they were a taco. So they were bent in a taco shape. Very, very warped. I tried to straighten them out, but it was not happening. Taco caps, yeah. So I reached out to Steve at Pinball Resource, and he was able to get them for me. However, the yellow and the red cap, they're supposed to be vertical mounted, but Steve only sells, or they're horizontal mounted. They're supposed to be horizontal mount, but Steve only sells vertical mounts. So I had to modify it a little bit to make the vertical mounts work, but it works. So he needs an A to spell masked. You can either spell that with going down this inline or that. Looks like he needs both A's. He cannot get the A's. For this game to be a mini flipper game, you can control it relatively well. I mean, it's a lot of nudging, but you can kind of keep it going.
So, oh gosh. I don't know if Clark answered the question on how Stern can produce so much, but this was back in '77 when Stern bought Chicago Coin, and the current iteration of Stern has nothing to do with, well, I say that. They are loosely related to the current iteration of Stern back then. Order should be correct. No, it's not correct. Because I changed out with Clark so you can continue explaining the game. Clark's having a good ball. There you go. It should be fixed now. Boom. Done.
I didn't want to give Clark credit for your score.
Yeah, I appreciate it. He doesn't need credit for my score. Okay. Two of these are actually half decent games. Yeah, they're old stuff. So, interesting thing with Stern. So it started out as Chicago Coin. Was purchased by Stern, and then that became the Stern Pinball that you see from the late 70s, early 80s. Is like Galaxy, Meteor, Stars, those games. Then they sold, and I believe it became Data East, which then became Sega, which was then purchased by Gary Stern and became Stern again. I believe is the path that took. Someone might be able to correct me in the chat, but I believe that's how it ended up going. So I have now cleared Clark's Mass Beauty twice and left him with it completely full for him to have to try and clear out. It's such a controllable game for a mini flipper game. Most of these old 60s EMs are not very controllable. There's a lot of luck involved. This thing's got strong enough flippers you can do whatever you need to do. And you can you can really work these things. Uh-oh, Clark. Yeah. So, Anubis on Centaur, and Centaur is the classic Bally, I would say. You could argue Fathom is. I think Centaur is probably the most recognizable game, though, from the classic era of what games think of, or what people think of when they think of classic Bally's. Um, it's got the gate design where you can save from the outlane to the gates. It's got the bonus hold that all the Bally's had. It's got all of the good classic Bally stuff.
All right, go give me a 100 times value
Let me see
shot.
if I roll this thing. I've never actually rolled it to over 2,000. See if I can do it.
Roll it. I mean, it is giving points for free, so it's not a. I mean, I'm just saying the switch on the 10 pot bumper, the green pot bumper. One of them is too tight, so it is giving you points if you flip hard. But only about 130 more to go. Uh-oh. Oh. 122 to go. All right.
All right, here he goes. 1,000 points in one game wall on this is not easy, but it's doable. 1,000 points. 1,000 points. He needs 1,000 to beat me. That's not gonna do it. Alright, that's all she wrote on Masquerade. I guess we're gonna do a Medusa between now. And I'll start off on Medusa. And then we'll go to Old Chicago, and then we actually need to go to sleep. Okay. Medusa. Uh-oh, I heard a death dive. Okay, here we go. Boom. Oh man, that was ugly. Yeah, working Medusa. This one plays pretty well. It's a little flaky on that lower display, but other than that, it plays great. And that spinner is extremely valuable if you can actually light Gorgons, unlike what I managed to do and get 0. Um, this is a crazy old game. Okay, Clark's doing pretty well in the upper playfield. You don't see much immediate reward up there. But clearing those drops out, eventually advancing that Neptune's Cove on the left to be worth some serious points. So, as far as Knights of Notion, as far as the middle flipper is, I'm not sure if you're talking about the zipper flippers in the middle or the Shield of the Gods that you can use to launch the center post up at the ball. Now, this thing, Anubis, is one of the coolest, just crazy little games. Ooh, good spin. Yep, he's got 5 shield flips. I believe the left and right loop, it's not really a loop, the left and right shot will give you an additional shield of the gods to shoot them instead of shooting the spinner up the middle. And you do get bonus at the end of the game based off how many shield of the gods you have left. So you got spinner. Ooh, brick spinner. For his multiplier lane on the left there. This is the bonus. The way it works on this game is just crazy. With you've got 3 different bonuses. You got, or I guess 4 technically. You technically have the Colossus bonus too. So you got your Medusa bonus at the bottom. You've got your is it the Neptune bonus up at the top. There's another bonus up top. You've got the Colossus bonus that's on the side, and then you got the Shield of the Gods, that is also a bonus. This game's got a lot to it. And it's one of those that you can read the rules to it. We have access to that now. I couldn't imagine trying to figure this game out back when it first came out in an arcade. And it's still confusing of what the heck you're trying to do. Solid ball from Clark there. Over 500? That is a hell of a start. I don't know if y'all can hear that through the mic. Keith is calling this a better trailer. Which, if you've seen the Wormhole streams, they've got a Playmatic trailer there. Which in the States is an extremely rare game. Probably not as rare over in Europe, since that's where that game was manufactured, and I don't think many were shipped over, if any, originally. But yeah, very similar playfield layout. You've got the shot at the middle and the shot on either side to get back up top. 2 flippers at the middle, the saucer on the left side. It's kind of similar. Yeah, that's death. These outlanes are hungry. That was awful. 54,000? Yeah. Ugh. Deuce eating me alive. Hey, Clark going for the harder way to get up. You know, it's not as bad as you'd think on the inside. That being said, it's not simple either. It's got a lot more going on under the hood than, you know, Star Trek over there or Firepower. The biggest thing is them trying to squeeze those pop bumpers in right behind those flippers.
This game looks really pretty on stream. I like the red a
Yeah.
lot.
Which,
Nice God Shield. Not
Yep.
so much God Shield.
I don't know. You probably can't see it on stream. And I'll get the old man on here to explain it. This is actually a prototype back glass.
Yes.
It's a prototype.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I was asked to explain the back glass on this. I had two Medusas. Got them from an individual. When I purchased these things, one of them that was in really bad shape. Looked at it, had a lot of writing all over it. It looked different to me. And I did a little research on it, and it had the one of, it's either 8 or 10 original back glasses that had two things that were different than the back glasses on the rest of them. First of all, the lady looked like she got dunked in cold water. And there's another little feature in there that they asked to remove it. Kind of down in the middle section. Anyhow,
Middle.
this is one of the original back glasses from the prototypes. There was either 8 or 10 of them made. I can't remember for sure. And what I did is I took the original back glass and replaced it with my other one, which was in much better shape, with the prototype back glass. And I do know that the remakes now are of the prototype. They're not of the one that was out in the arcades. But anyhow, that's the history of this. So I do have a prototype, one of 10 original back glasses. It's not in great shape, as you can see down lower on the. I don't know if he's a.
You can't really see it on
or
stream,
whatever.
but
Yeah,
it's pretty
but
rough.
it's got low part of it. It's a little rough.
Yep.
The rest of it's not too bad.
Which is really funny because there's only one little tiny change. Two, I guess, yeah.
Here and here and right there.
Yep. Yep, the Medusa looks a little different. Modified Medusa slightly. But it is cool. It's just a rare little thing. Yeah. The two interesting parts of Medusa, I guess.
Man, that was
Oh no.
that power out lane. Didn't touch a single one of those.
It's like a magical angle when it just power outlanes on this game.
That was.
Because it's not an angle you'd expect, because normally that angle is safe.
Yeah.
But on Medusa, it's death.
Man, my first ball, I could not hit that scoop up top. Could not find it.
Easiest way to hit it is to get the ball cradled while the zipper flippers are zipped on the left side. Medusa or Maboobs. Oh my God, that's terrible.
Babusa.
My boobs. Challenge. My boobs.
My boobs.
Oh dear. All right, Old Chicago, and that's all we got.
Old Chicago, final game.
Last
Winner
game.
takes all.
all of. Hey, I already won. I don't want to hear
Everything.
that. Okay, Clark, you're gonna start us off in Old Chicago,
Mabusa.
and hopefully it behaves.
Does it do well with 3-player games? I think 3-player's fine.
It's
two
two-player
players.
that it sometimes has issues with. We'll see. We'll find out. Yeah, so I saw Adios in the stream. He had a wormholer popping in.
Nice.
Yeah, I
Sure.
wish we could see you down here, but I know you've been busy with work, and you haven't been to the wormhole very often in the last
Look how
6 months, year.
look how pretty all those lights are.
Yeah.
Those are some pretty lights.
Old Chicago's actually. This is actually a relatively clean Old Chicago. It's got a couple little boo boos on it. You got on the collect bonus. Clark is starting off. Yep. No, it's a very simple game, and this spinner is ridiculously juiced. So you will see spinner shot and then center sauce for collect bonus.
The whole idea is rip the spinner, build the bonus up, shoot the middle over and over and over again. Now, Clark has modified the middle. They used to have 2 metal posts in there. Not
Yeah.
posts, but rails that kept the ball from bouncing around.
Yeah.
Well, he took those out. Now we have rubbers in there, so
It bounced around like crazy. He modified my machine without asking.
I'm up.
Yeah, flip side Memphis. You were interviewed by the Wormhole. I remember watching that interview. That was a fantastic interview.
I need my name on it.
I remember watching that. Wormhole, Jamie is a great guy. All the Wormhole guys are great. Yeah. And Jamie will be on commentating some, if not tomorrow, on Friday and Saturday and Sunday.
He's gonna officially join the carpool.
Yeah, he's gonna join the carpool for a bit. They were actually originally gonna stream this event, but they wanted to have an event where they could come and just have fun instead of having to worry about streaming, and I don't blame them one bit. So we're
Especially with TPF. I think that
Yeah.
was the main thing. They wanted to focus on TPF.
they've got TPF coming out, which is the biggest Texas event. We are somewhat jokingly saying that this is the biggest Texas event of 2024 as of now. But that'll change as soon as TPF happens.
You're up.
Okay.
Biggest single owner event, not a expo event. Yeah, but it's still a private collection. It's not an expo event. I feel like this would be considered a private collection.
It is a
for-
private collection. Four owners here, and it is. Gare was mentioned. It's going to be one of the biggest ones in Texas. We've taken some ideas from District 82 and added our own little twist in it. We give a little West Texas flair here. We're out actually in the country.
Pinball barn.
Yeah.
Pin barn.
So we have a great sunset and sunrise out here. You can come out and camp if you want to. We're not doing this to get people to come out all the time because we're going to do it once a year. All these machines, with the exception of about 6 of them, get wrapped up and go into a container. I have not necessarily lost my game room, but I have moved, and my game room is no longer in existence. And my good buddy here lets us come play. We had a subscription
Yeah,
there.
thank you, Knights of Notion.
Thank you, Knights. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you being here and watching us this late at night playing some pinball.
Absolutely. I've had a lot of fun. Glad you're on.
We're gonna be here all weekend.
watched this game played at a Texas event last year. Was it happened to be TPF? Because it was this specific old Chicago that was at TPF.
It was this one.
And Escher and Preston Moncla absolutely blew this thing up. Triple rolls, I want to say, for both of them.
It was big.
Yep. Yeah, Escher Lefkoff and Preston Moncla absolutely blew this thing up at TPF. It has been modified to be much harder than that now. And, yeah, Knights of Notion, thank you for the cheer. Really appreciate it. And we're going to – this is going to be a big weekend for pinball streaming for us, at least.
Big pinball.
Lots of tournaments, lots
You're
of
running
fun.
some, aren't you?
I'm running – I've run tournaments before, but this is technically the first two I've really run. So that'll be fun. And then Lewis Marks, who does the DFW League events, is handling the main event.
Okay, keep it out of there. He's trying. Hey.
Oh, okay.
He got it out.
Anubis, we will be live at about 7 p.m. Central Time tomorrow. Then after that, the next day we'll be live at 11 a.m. Central Time on Friday. And here, I gotta go play. I'll let you explain when we're going live each day. Do you remember, Clark?
Do I remember? I get up and play pinball. I don't wait around for Garrett. Or Keith may know. I'm here to make sure the EMs are good and the stream runs. Running it, I'm leaving that to you guys. You want to go play catch? Oh no. Nudgy, nudgy. Yeah, you had a little bit too much nudgy. A little bit too much nudgy. Oh, nice shakeout, but did not give it to him.
Nudgy, nudgy.
Okay, I don't know if Clark got through all the times we're live. We're live 7 p.m. Central Time on Thursday. We will be live 11 a.m. Central Time on Friday.
That will go till 11:30, roughly?
No, that will go till about 4 p.m. Central Time. We'll
Yes,
break for lunch,
right.
and then we will return and start in again about 6 p.m. Central Time.
Maybe we'll break for...
Or break for dinner.
Dinner,
Sorry, not
yes.
lunch then. But and then on Saturday we will start streaming at about 10 a.m. Central Time, and we will be going for a long time
All
on
day.
Saturday. Let me tell you.
That will be the qualifications of the main tournament?
Yep, that is the main tournament, which is IFBA certified. So not only is it just a sanctioned tournament like everything else is, but it's an IFBA certified, so it's boosted. And then Sunday we'll go live again at 10 a.m. Central Time for the finals.
Audios, I'm planning on doing it one of these days. We've kind of run into a situation where it's not the best time to build. Things are so expensive. And we had an area that we were going to do all this at. Going to have a situation pretty much like what we had set up here. But we can't get electricity to it. We can, but it's going to cost about $60,000. So
Yeah.
we have kind of turned that down. We will figure something out. I do not want these machines to sit into storage all the time.
No.
And Mr. Clark McCoy might be purchasing a new location where we can put some of them up. We can
Yep.
get everybody in Dallas to come play. Anyhow, I'm up, and I'll let these other two fill y'all in.
Yeah. And thanks for the subscription as well. I didn't notice you did that. Really appreciate that. Yeah, we'd love to get a location we could actually host more tournaments for all these things. It's a shame to put them all in a container.
Yeah, this is kind of sad. What are your thoughts on flopping these flippers?
I think it's fine.
Just like make them a little bit more floppy.
I think it's fine. I'm not too worried about it.
Okay.
As far as the EMs go, like the longest playing EM is still going to be just shorter than every other game.
Yeah.
So we don't need to make it that hard. Like the tilt's probably too loose on this, but like it doesn't matter.
I'm having some fun.
Ooh,
Oh.
listen to that! Oh, you probably can't hear it.
I'll get the sound fixed. It's still spinning. It's the super lube.